Hi, I'm Ben Sessions. A lot of lawyers talk to me about how it is that they should learn how to handle criminal cases and specifically DUI cases. So what I wanted to do in a short series of videos is talk about how it is that I learned and things that I would change in retrospect, kind of looking back over things and how I've learned how to handle these cases. Um, a lot of people start off with thinking that they need to go to some sort of trial lawyers college. There is a thing called trial lawyers college, or go to other trial practice seminars and try to learn how to actually handle a case. I think that that's probably the worst thing that you can do if you're starting off actually handling the cases. You don't need to learn to actually handle the technical aspects of a trial or sort of the different sort of personality decisions that you have to make in a trial context. That isn't where you need to start. That's so far down the line that if you're starting there, you're probably just getting overwhelmed with the process. What you really need to learn to begin with are the actual rules that govern the case, and the rules as to how it is that you could limit the evidence that would go into the trial of the case, and how it is that you can learn to use that process to learn what the trial will actually look like. So I want to talk more about that, because what I find is that a lot of people are trying to, let's say for example that you play poker. I don't play poker. I know very little about the rules of that process and the rules of the game. So let's say that I started looking at different sort of psychologists that talk about poker and how it is that you read people without actually knowing what the rules of the game were. So let's say that I went to someone and I said, "Hey, can you tell me what it is I should be looking at a person's mannerisms and facial mannerisms?" And I didn't actually know what would be a winning hand in poker. Everyone would think that that was just sort of silly. And to be honest with you, that's exactly what you would be doing if you went to, for example, a trial lawyers college or any other trial practice seminar without actually knowing what the rules are that govern the game. Because if you don't know what it is that governs a trial, you don't know how it is that you actually get to a trial, you don't know the course of litigation that could affect the way that a trial proceeds, then you're missing the whole game. You've missed all the rules that govern it. So learning how it is that you make a decision in the course of, for example, jury selection has no value to you whatsoever if you haven't learned what it is that's actually going on in the larger process. Somewhere along the line, we forgot what it means to actually be a lawyer, which means to understand the legal process and to understand how it is that you can affect the course of litigation. And we started focused on these sort of interpersonal dynamics instead of that process. So I want to talk a little bit about why it is that I think it's valuable in these series of videos to learn that process, because understanding how it is that a person reacts to a certain set of facts is certainly valuable. I don't mean to downplay the significance of that. And understanding how it is that people react to other people is certainly important. And that's a lot of what these colleges, so to speak, tell you. But I think that if you understood a lot more about how it is that I can litigate things prior to a trial, you probably could end up avoiding a trial, which is what the vast majority of our clients want to do, and get a really good result out of the case. So instead of digging into the minutia of, for example, field sobriety evidence and how you're going to challenge that in front of a jury, why don't we talk about how it is that you might deal with that evidence prior to a trial, and how it is that you might actually exclude that evidence from a trial and get the result that your client ultimately wants. So that's what I want to do in these sort of series of videos, is talk about how it is that you can litigate things prior to a trial and why it is that that pretrial litigation might be your best friend if you actually have to get to a jury trial. So we're going to talk about that in these, it's probably going to be a series of 4 or 5 short videos, and it might turn into something bigger, so we'll kind of deal with that once we get there. My name is Ben Sessions. My phone number is 470-225-7710. Again, 470-225-7710. If you want to give me a call, or if you want to just comment below, that's certainly welcome as well. Thank you so much.